So good morning everyone. Today we learn about Unit 5 realization of logic gates using diodes and transistors. In general, we know that suppose consider one logic gate, AND gate. This is the symbol of AND gate. We have A and B and output Y. Okay, what is the working of this logic gate? Hmm? Y is equal to A into B. Okay, it is a logical product. So what is the truth table? A, B, Y. 0, 0, it is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Right? You all know this is AND gate. Similarly, NOT gate. NOT gate means performs complement. So Y is equal to A bar. So A and Y. If you give 0, output is 1. If you give 1, output is 0. Next, OR gate. This is the symbol of OR gate. So A, B and Y. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is OR gate. Y is equal to A plus B. Right? You all know these are the logic gates. Basic logic gate. Then what is happening inside? What is the internal circuit? How will you give input 1 here 1? How we getting 1? Hmm? What is the internal circuit happening here? So these internal circuits are designed using diodes and transistors. Let us see now the internal circuits of the logic gates. Okay. So logic gates. What is logic gate? Logic gate is a fundamental building blocks of digital systems, which are electronic circuits, which has many inputs and only single output. Okay. So logic gate, basic logic gates are three types: AND, OR, NOT. Derived logic gates are two types: XOR, XNOR. And universal logic gates are NAND and NOR. You can understand why NAND and NOR universal in this chapter. Okay. And the performance of logic gates are described by truth table. Okay. Next, the inputs and outputs are occurs in two levels only: low and high, false or true, 0 and 1, off or on. Okay. So based on these levels, the logic system is classified into two types. Based on these levels, okay, the logic system is classified into two types. First one is pulse logic system, or also known as dynamic logic system. Second one is level logic system, or DC logic system. So what is pulse logic system? Pulse logic system, whenever there is a pulse like this, pulse, this is pulse. Okay, we can consider it as high input. Okay, whenever there is a pulse we consider it as high. Okay, means logic 1. Whenever there is no pulse means it is considered as low value, it is logic 0. Okay, that is the pulse logic system, also known as dynamic logic system. So the presence of pulse represent 1, absence of pulse represents 0. So this is logic 1, this is logic 0. Whenever there is no pulse, we can consider it as logic 0. Mainly, this logic system is used in digital communications. Okay, in communication purpose, we use digital communications. Next, level logic system. Level logic system is classified into two types: positive level, negative level. So what is positive level? Positive level means whenever high, okay, high voltages represent positive. Okay, logic 1. Okay, high level voltages represent logic 1, low level voltages represents logic 0. So this is the positive. Then what is negative? High level represents logic 0, low level represents logic 1. Okay, low level represents the logic 1. So this is the positive level. Lower voltages represents logic 0. Okay, higher voltages represents logic 1. Okay, this is higher, this is higher. Next, negative logic system. So this is the positive logic system. And negative logic system, low value represents logic 1, high value represents logic 0. Okay, this is the negative logic system. So let us see the some truth tables regarding these low voltages and high voltages. Okay, let us see. I am taking AND gate. Now I am taking one AND gate. Okay, AND gate truth table according to the voltages. Okay, according to the voltages, I am taking two input AND gate. Y is equal to A into B. Okay, A into B. Okay, low, low. What happens? We get low. Low, high. We get low. Low, high and low. We get low. Both are high voltages. We get high voltage. Okay, this is the AND gate. Now same AND gate now I am representing in positive logic. Positive logic AND gate. Positive logic AND. So A, B, Y is equal to A into B. So this is the positive logic. So for positive logic, L is equal to 0, H is equal to 1. So 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Right? Now negative logic. Negative logic of AND. Negative logic AND. L is equal to 1, H is equal to 0. So A, B, Y is equal to A into B. See, L is equal to 1, H is equal to 0. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, sorry, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Right? This is the negative logic AND. Now consider OR gate. Now consider OR gate. A, B, Y. Y is equal to A plus B. Whenever both are low, output is low. When any input is high, output is high. That is the AND gate. Sorry, OR gate. Now I am designing positive OR gate. Positive OR gate. So L is equal to 0, H is equal to 1. So A, B, Y is equal to A plus B. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Next, negative logic OR gate. Negative logic OR gate. What happens? L is equal to 1, H is equal to 0. So A, B, Y is equal to A plus B. Now prove 1, 1, 1, 100 010 000, right? This is the negative OR gate. Let us observe this truth table and this truth table. 000 000 010 010 100 100 triple one triple one. So both are same. See, this truth table is same. This truth table is both are equal. So from this, what we can say, positive end is equal to negative or, right? And observe these two now. Observe these two. Positive or is equal to negative end. Okay. In exam, they will ask show that positive logic end is same as negative logic or. How you have to explain this one. Okay. Similarly, try yourself NAND NOR gates. NAND and NOR gate, try yourself. Okay. These are the logic systems, positive and negative logic system. Next, ICs. IC is a miniature, means small chip. Miniature means small size chips. Okay. Which is low cost electronic circuit consisting of active passive elements that are irreparably joined together, means we can't separate those elements. Okay, we can't separate those elements on a single crystal chip of silicon, means in silicon chip. Suppose this is a silicon chip. In this silicon chip, it consists of diodes, resistors, capacitors, etc. Everything is available. Okay. Active elements means diodes, transistors. Passive elements means resistors. Okay. Next, according to this, ICs are classified into two types based on input and output. Based on input and output. Suppose this is IC. I am giving input and taking output. According to the input and output, ICs are classified into two types. One is linear or analog IC, means output and input are analog in nature, means continuous signal. We get continuous signal, we give continuous signals only. Examples of those ICs are 741, 555, 565. All we learn in 2-2. In 2-2 we have this subject linear IC. We will learn in detail about linear ICs. Okay. Next one is digital ICs. So inputs and outputs are digital in nature, means zeros and ones and zeros. Okay, examples. And gate or gate, everything will comes to digital ICs only. Okay. Next, based on manufacturing technique. Okay. ICs are classified into two types. Monolithic, hybrid. Monolithic is classified into two types. Bipolar, unipolar. Bipolar means it has two polarities, positive and negative. So PN junction isolation, dielectric isolation. Unipolar classified into JFET, MOSFETs. Okay, these are the classification according to the IC technology. Okay, fabricating technology. These fabrication you all learn in VLSI design in 3-2. VLSI design in 3D. How to design IC using these fabrication techniques. Okay, in detail in 3D. Next, classification of digital ICs. So digital ICs are classified according to their complexity. What is complexity? Means based on the gates and transistors available in single IC. Okay. So these are the classifications. So we have 6 types. Small scale integration, medium scale integration, large scale integration, VLSI integration, ULSI integration, GSI, giant scale integration. Now your mobile technology uses this one. Okay, mobile technologies, whatever coming now, laptops, everything we use ULSI technology, and research is going on GSI. Research is going on GSI technology, means giant scale integration. So in small scale integration, maximum 12 gates are available. Maximum 12 gates means up to how many components? 99 components. In medium scale, 12 to 99 gates. Components are 100 to 999, 999. In large scale, basic gates are 100 to 999. Okay. Components are 1000 to 9999. Okay. Like this, VLSI, ULSI, GSI components are available. Okay. Now we using current trend is ULSI and research is on GSI. Okay. Next, specification or characteristics of IC, because we have so many ICs. Okay. Okay. Suppose 7408 IC is there. This IC is made up of diodes, or it can be made up of transistors. Okay. It can be made of combination of transistors and diodes. It may design using MOS transistors, means FETs. So many ways are there. Okay. So many ways are there. So for this design of IC, we have some specification. So we have to reach this specification. So based on this specification, we select which type of component we required. Okay. So the specification, first one is speed of operation. Okay. Because for designing an IC, speed is very important, because within nanoseconds we have to get the output. Okay. Within seconds we have to get output, because we don't wait for more time to get the output. So speed of operation is important. So how we calculate the speed of operation? In terms of propagation delay. In terms of propagation delay. If delay is more, speed is less. If delay is less, speed is more. Okay. How we calculate? It is the 50% voltage levels of input and output waveforms. What is this 50 level voltages? Let us see. There are 2 types of delays. One is TPHL. What is TPHL? Propagation delay when we going from high to low. We going from high to low, because generally this is 1. Suddenly I giving 0. Directly within seconds we don't go like this. This is 1, this is 0. We don't go directly like this. We go like this. We have some time. There is some time here. Okay, this is the time from high to low. This is some time. This time is called propagation delay when it goes from high to low. Okay, this is the ideal condition, but practically there is some time gap between high to low, high to low. Similarly, TPLH. TPLH means low to high state. Low to high state means this one. This is low, this is high. We don't go immediately high. There is some time. So this time is called TPLH, low to high. Okay. So propagation delay is the average of this time. Okay. Overall propagation delay is average of these two times. Okay. So units are nanosecond. Let us see here. One output waveform is there here. Input waveform, output waveform. What I said, 50% voltage levels of input and output. So 50% means this one. This one is 50%, half of the signal. For output, this is input and this is output. For output also, I am taking 50% voltage levels. Okay. Now, let us see the time here. Here we going to low to high, right? Low to high. Here we coming high to low, high to low. So this time is called propagation delay. Okay, this time, this entire time is called propagation delay. Similarly here, okay, we called it as propagation delay. So we measure for output only. So here output is high to low. So this part is called TPHL. This part is TPLH. Okay. Next specification is power dissipation. Because IC can release some power in terms of heat or anything. Okay. So how we calculate power? Power is equal to current into voltage, right? Where ICC, current, how we calculate current? Whenever logic 0 is applied, the total current available in IC, plus whenever logic 1 is applied, total current available in IC. We take average of this. Okay. VCC is fixed, 0 or 5 volts. That is common. So units are milliwatts. Units are milliwatts. Next, figure of merit. Figure of merit is defined as product of speed and power dissipation. Means FOM is equal to TP and PD. Units are picojoules. Low value means best FOM. Low values means best FOM. Next, another one. Fan in. Fan in means number of inputs can be designed. Okay, using one particular component. Suppose I am designing AND gate. For AND gate, we have any number of inputs, right? We have any number of input and single output. So I am designing like this. This is diode type. Okay. If I increasing more number of inputs, output also must be very speed. Okay, output will also get within less time. We have to get output, means A into B into C into D. While increasing the output also we have to get very fast. output also very gross. So number of input that can gate have in particular IC is called fan in. This is the general definition. So for better purpose, what is the fan in? Okay. For 7408 IC is available. This is 2 input AND gate. Means fan in is 2. Suppose I am taking 7409. It is 3 input IC. Okay. So based on this design, the inputs will be increases. Based on increasing the input, output must be also produced within less time. There must be no wait. There must be no delay. Okay. Next, fan out. Let us see. Fan out means number of similar gate which can driven by the gate. See, what is that? Suppose I have one circuit. Okay. I have one circuit. Y is equal to AB plus AB bar plus A bar B plus A bar B bar. I have this is one circuit. What is the how we draw this circuit? I am taking one NOT gate, right? I am taking one NOT gate. This is A, this is A bar. Again, I am taking one NOT gate. This is B, this is B bar. What is the circuit? AB means products. I have 4 AND gates, right? 4 AND gates and plus operation. All are combined to each other. We get OR gate, right? Now, what is first one? AB. So this is A, B, right? This is A, B bar, A bar, right? Next one, A, B bar. This is A, this is B bar. Next, A bar, B. This is A bar, this is B. Next, A bar, B bar. This is A bar, this is B bar. Let us consider this is one NOT gate, right? This is one logic gate. This output of this gate is used by how many gates? The output of this one, this gate, A bar. A bar is used by 2 gates. Which one? This one and this one, right? This one and this one. Means we are using this output by 2 gates. Means fan out is fan out of A bar, not gate A. Not gate A. Fan out is 2. Right? Similarly for B bar, we also using for 2 times. This and this. We using 2 times. Right? Okay. Number of similar gates which can be driven by the gate. Means using one gate, we taking this output as inputs for many gates. Means one gate output is taking as input for other gates. So if you take like this, there is some limitation. Okay, we can't use beyond that limitation. Suppose I given only fan out of NOT gate is 1. Okay, then previously I used it 2 times. You can't use it second time that gate. You have to use one more new gate because the fan out is 1. Means the output can be used only one time for other circuit. We can't use for another time. Okay, we can't use it for another time. That is fan out. Okay, advantage is it reduce additional circuit, but disadvantage is if fan out is less, we required more number of gates. So fan out is more means that is best. Next, current and voltage parameters. Okay, so current and voltage. So input logic 0, okay, input logic 1, and this is input, this is input. Next we get output also. Output also we get two types, logic 0 and output logic 1. So based on these four logics, we have current and voltage parameters. So current, logic 0 means low logic. Okay. So current is denoted with I, right? Current is denoted with I. Logic 0 is denoted with L. Logic 1 is denoted with H. Okay. Input is denoted with small I. Output is denoted with O. Right? So VIL, sorry, IIL. IIL means current. V means voltage. Okay. Current parameters what we have? IIL. Next, IIH. Input logic high. Next, IOL, IOH. Right? These are the four current parameters. This represents logic 0 input current. Logic 0 input current. Okay. Logic 1 input current. Logic 0 output current. Logic 0, sorry, logic 1 output current. Similarly, voltage parameters also. VIL, VIH, VOL, VOH. These are the voltage parameters. Okay. This is input logic 0 voltage. Input logic 1 voltage. Output logic 0 voltage. Output logic 1 voltage. Okay. We have total 4 current parameters, 4 voltage parameters. What is these parameters? IL represents, see, IL represents minimum current which supplies to 0 level. What is IH? IH is minimum current supplied to logic 1. IOL, maximum current the gate can sink at 0 level. IOH, maximum current which gate can sink at voltage level 1. Similarly, VIL, VIH, VOL, VOH. Okay. Now, another specification, noise immunity and noise margin. So, what is noise immunity? Generally, while giving connections, suppose this is AND gate. Okay, I am taking inputs here, output here. This output is given to LED display or some ammeters or multimeters, right? Ammeter or multimeters. Here inputs we give to regulated power supply, right? Regulated power supply. Okay, and we give these connections in breadboard, right? We give connections on breadboard. So due to the contact, suppose while giving connection, this wire and this wire get connected. What happened? Internally, they form a static electric and magnetic field. So that noise is generated. Okay, noise is generated. So the ability of logic circuit to tolerate the noise signals, okay, means suppose I am giving 1 1, we getting output as 1, even though they both has contacted and formed the noise, we getting output as 1. Okay, Thus, ability is called noise immunity. Okay, noise immunity. And the quantitative measure of noise immunity is called noise margin. Okay, noise margin. Let us see. This is the output logic. This is the input logic. Okay, so up to this voltage level, 0 to some voltage level, 0 to some voltage level. So this voltage level is called VOL. Okay, this is the logic 0. Okay, and this one V, so this is VOH and this is VCC. Okay, power supply voltage. Maximum is power supply voltages. This is output one. Next for input 0 to VIL. This is VIH to VCC, maximum power supply. Okay. So above VIH we can consider as logic 1. Below VIL we can consider it as logic 0. This is logic 0. This is logic 1. Next, above VOH we can consider as logic 1. Below VOL we can consider it as logic 0. Okay, and between, suppose we get output between these levels, means VOL to VOH. In between we get any output between these voltages, the circuit is not working properly. Okay, we can say the circuit is not working properly. And same, if input voltages we give in between VIL and VIH, we won't get any output. We won't get any output. Okay, we won't get any output. Let us see the ranges. VOH, VOL, VIH, VIL. Now I am calculating some noise margin. What is noise margin? See, acceptable ability the logic circuit to tolerate noise signal. So see, observe here, this is VIL, right? This is VOH, right? So this range is called noise margin. This range is called noise margin. For which one? Logic 1. Logic 1 noise margin. What is that value? VOH minus VIH. This is the noise margin for logic 1. Similarly, observe here. So noise margin for logic 0. So what is that one? VIL. Here VIL is larger compared to VOL. So VIL minus VOL. Okay. So what is the order here? See, voltage orders are like this. VOL is very small compared to all other levels. Next VIL. Okay. Next VIL. Next VIH. Next VOH. This is the order of voltage levels. This is very important to further IC classifications. Okay, this is the noise margin. So logic 1, logic 0 noise margin. So logic 1 noise margin is VOH minus VIH. Logic 0 noise margin is VIL minus VOL. Okay. Next specification is operating temperature. Operating temperature is also important because, for example, your body is one circuit. Consider So you can work actively when your body temperature is around 90 degrees, 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Means in between these temperatures only you will work very active, right? Whenever you get 101 or 102, you feel like you get fever, right? You becomes ill. Similarly, same concept is applied here. So ICs also must operate in particular temperatures only. If you use beyond those temperatures, IC will get damages. Okay. So operating ranges. So 0 to 74, 70 degrees centigrade, 0 to 70 degrees for consumer or industrial applications. Okay. Those IC numbers are start with 74 series. Okay. 74 series. Next for military applications, IC's temperature range is minus 55 degrees to 125 degrees centigrade. IC number starts with 54 series. Okay. And power supply. Generally, ICs will accept low power supplies only. So one of the important one. If you give suppose IC accept only maximum 12 volts. If you give 20 volts, IC gets damaged. So power supply is also important one. Next, flexibility is available in digital ICs. Viral logic capability. Viral logic capability means already I said that fan out. The output of one gate is used for many inputs. Second one is complement outputs. Sometimes IC has two outputs. IC can produce two outputs, Y and Y bar. Okay, complement outputs. Okay, for complement you no need to use another NOT gate. Simply it gives IC can provide complemented output. Okay. Next, some other different types of outputs available is passive pull-up, active pull-up, open collector or drain output, tri-state output. We learn in detail about in further classes. So these are the 10 specifications available in digital ICs. Okay, total 10 specifications. Next, advantages of ICs. Those are very small. So minutia cost is very less, increases system reliability, improve functional performance, increase operational speed, reduction in power consumption. Disadvantages is inductors and transformers cannot be formed using IC. Okay, cannot dissipate large powers. Large current. If you give large current, IC get damaged. Okay. Next, logic family. So what is logic family? One logic, one logic function can be designed using several components and different configuration. Same logic function can be designed using different circuit configuration using several components. That is called logic family. For suppose I am taking AND gate. AND gate can be designed using diode logic. Diodes means using diode. Using diode, this is AND gate. Okay. Using transistor also we can design AND gate. Okay. This is one transistor. This is another transistor. Okay. Using transistors also we can design. Okay. Using CMOS means using FETs. Using FETs also we can design gates. Okay. Like this. Using FETs also you can design same logic gate. So these different configurations is known as logic family. So for every logic family we can take it as single IC. Okay, this is one IC. Okay, this is one IC. So this is one IC. So according to this digital IC, each logic family has different characteristics. Means if I use diode logic, speed is less, power dissipation is more. Okay. Suppose I am using transistors. Here speed is very high. Okay. Power dissipation is low. So there are different characteristics for each logic family. So we learn all these now. Okay. So logic family. So logic family is classified into two types. First one is bipolar logic family, unipolar logic family. So in bipolar we use diodes and NPN, PNP transistors. Okay. In unipolar we use FETs, field effect transistors. Okay. Again bipolar is classified into two types. Saturated, non-saturated, because transistor has three regions: cutoff region, active region, saturation region. Okay, we have three regions: cutoff, active, saturation. Okay, the outputs are taken at this region is referred as saturated logic family. Saturated logic family means the transistor will works in saturation region only. Okay. Non-saturated, it may be in active or cutoff region. It may be in active or cutoff region. So saturation region can be classified into these types: diode logic, resistor transistor logic, direct coupled transistor logic, diode transistor logic, transistor logic. We have five types: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remaining two types are there: I square L and HTL. These two are outdated now. No more we are using these two. Okay, these two are outdated. Next, non-saturated, we have Schottky TTL, ECL. Okay, in these two configurations, in these two logic families, transistor either work in cutoff and active region only. In these logic families, transistor works at saturation region only. Saturation region only. Okay. Next, unipolar. In unipolar, we have three types: NMOS, PMOS, and CMOS. Okay. Out of these, we learn everything. Out of these, ECL, TTL, DL, RTL, CMOS are very, very important. Okay. For DL, for each logic family, we learn basic gate. For DL, we learn AND or NOT. For RTL also, we learn AND or NOT. Okay. For DCL, we learn NOR. For DTL, we learn NAND. For ECL, we learn NAND. For Schottky TTL, we learn about NAND gate only. For TTL also, we learn about NAND gate only. For PMOS and CMOS NMOS, we learn NOT, NAND and NOR. NAND and NOR. We learn NAND and NOR here. Okay. These are the different logic family. For each logic family, we calculate, we know about speed of operation, voltage levels, okay, figure of merit, propagation delay, okay, power dissipation, everything we learn. Fan in, fan out. Mostly important characteristics we learn are fan out, voltage and voltage parameters, okay, fan out, voltage parameters, figure of merit, propagation delay, power dissipation. power dissipation, propagation, delay. These five properties we learn for every logic families. Okay. So thank you. From tomorrow class, we learn individual logic families. Okay.